Hello, 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 hello. How are we all? Hello to me, Spartan, to Gus, to Daniel Callahan, to Oilwell 314, Oclastacks, Astro Cat, and Lego Camper 4. Let's just let everyone know that I am streaming. Oh. Oh, nope, not that one. Streaming now. And that one, and I have a message. Ooh, someone would just like me to send them a craft file, so I am going to just do that very quickly before I forget. Oh, saves. Where was it? Someone's asking for the thingy. Flip, you know, the howitzer equipped links. Is it? I'll assume it's that one. And also streaming now. Right. My apologies. That is that taken care of. Yes. Bring OBS back up. E-West. DQ and Q, hello. Arpato92. Yeah. Let's get into it. I do have a couple of craft already. I'm just going to check my email, see if anybody's sent me anything. No. Nope, so we've still just got the ones we've had from last time, which is quite handy. I don't want an ever-growing list of these as well. Mima, hello. I've been awake for 18 hours straight since I saw this, but went to eat 20 minutes till start. Hello, what did I miss? Nothing, we're just getting started. We're literally just 5 minutes into this thing. Where's the... I do have two. Mima, I've still got the one you sent me. 18 hours straight since I saw this. Where do you live, TBCN? Yeah, because I put it up last night because I wasn't sure I'd be able to... I didn't think I'd be able to do it early enough today with everything that was going on. So, I wanted to make sure I sort of scheduled it last night to Ireland. You've been up 18 hours. Wow. Okay. So the first one comes from Copper Spikes. It is the Raptor V4C. Today's thumbnail image, although, you know, stylized though it is. Where are we? There we go. I'm going to try and fit two in today. Chortle. Yeah, I mean this... Looks in, that's interesting. Just the way they've got... Yeah. Would be a bit too wing sandwichy, I think, for Fighter Subscriber. But... you know, looks interesting. So let's take a quick look at some basics here. Center of mass, center of lift. I mean, not too close together, but then there's a lot of wing surface on this. Let's get our patron Kerbals out and start and. I'm in Ukraine, but right now Ireland. Oh, I see. Tail screen's MiG-31. I'm assuming you haven't just been waiting up for this. So let's, oh, that's quite loud in my ears. What do we want to do? Yes. Yeah, and it uses my standard shortcuts. Anything else in here? Well, let's see how she flies. Seems all right for the moment. Additional wing surfaces there. Okay, yes, this... It can turn all right. Hyper-manoeuvrable. It's got quite a few air intakes. Obviously... Oh, God, it's got a load of air intakes. Obviously... Yeah. It goes sort of... goes backwards, then there's not quite enough air to feed the two. I think stationary I think it's all right. Maybe not. Maybe not with enough with the stationary airflow. Okay. Here comes the ground. Well, that was fun. Revert flight to launch. Let's see how this does in a quick 1v1 fight. Compressor stalls aren't good for a dogfighter. No. Can you also look at my tail? I do have 2 on the list. I will add it. Fireburb 2. Let's just yep, move vessel. Just, I don't know, slap you there. What shall we whip out? I sent you latest design. Okay. Do you want me move some of the unnecessary stuff? Fair enough. I mean, do you want that? You said, do you want me to take a look at it? Do you want me to just take a look at it off stream, or do you actually want it to receive the treatment, as it were? What should I put this up against? Let's stick it up against the links. I haven't done a retuned version of this, have I? No. No. Well, I will see what we can do. Should we try fit 3 in? Might be a bit of a push, but we'll see. I don't know why I'm bothering to line this up so neatly. It is just a stream, and we're doing a 1v1, so yeah, so much about this does not matter. Quick save, start competition. The updated original BD Armory to 1.12.3. I haven't put them on separate teams, have I? How do you stop the competition? There used to be a way that you could stop the competition. There we go. That is more like it. So they will both fly out to about 10 kilometers away from each other. I'm so glad that bug's been fixed. Turns around a little squirrely. Not too bad though. Yep, seems to be going well with the countermeasures. Missile guard menu, 2 missiles per target. Gun range looks good. Plenty of flares there. Oh, that was close. Why do I still have that sodding window open? PID controller. There has obviously been some attempt to tune it, and it does look pretty good for the tune. Simultaneous kill. Nice. Okay. Huh. I'm not sure. This was put forward as sort of something for me to look at in this thing, but I'm not sure there's much wrong with it. I mean, let's just go look at these. Oh, okay. Okay, I think we can start to see. I mean, it's clearly very responsive. I don't think these should be set to do the pitch. I think they're just that little too close to the center of mass. That's just going to do very little but increase drag. These tail fins, let's get them on yaw only, and these are too far out really to do much to the roll. Do I want to keep these as sort of hybrid roll pitch thingies? I will do for the moment. What I do want to do is start bringing down some of these authority limits. Because it's going to need to be more responsive. And these as well. These shouldn't need to be on more than about 10. Because we've kind of we've reduced the amount of overall lift or downforce that these are going to produce, I'm going to move both the move the center of lift closer to the center of mass. So I'm just going to take this little assembly here. Let's move these forward, and the bottom one is sort of, that's all. I don't want to ruin the look of that, because that's not what we're sort of going for here. How far can I bring these forward without ruining, as I said, the look of the thing? We can probably bring you a bit further forward. It doesn't look too bad when it's clipping into the cockpit like that. Okay. Can we bring you all the way forward? Where were you? You were about there. Let's move you forward to that. I mean, there might be some aesthetic work that can be done on the back there. I think that exposes more the fact you've got these two engines just attached to that one fuselage piece, but just for the sake of balancing, I'd like to see how that works. So A for adjusted. Let's give it a go. How much for long I am in school doing a test? What, right now? Hello, Zach Blaze. Hello, Diamond God. Sorry, I didn't see you come out there. Oh, hello, Hilda as well. Sorry, let's go... Yeah, there's plenty of... Well, it's not dented the super maneuverability. There's less roll authority. But that should be... It doesn't feel as squirrely as it was. It doesn't feel like it's doing random stuff. I took this up when I was having to do the thumbnail image with this, and just turning it around, you'd get these random wobbles. I've done a bit of homework on this one before we start the stream, but that's been eliminated, so that I think is looking good. Yeah, that's going to be just reducing the authority is going to make it much more responsive, much more able to, yeah, not respond to stuff, I suppose. Right. Yeah, when it's up to speed, its roll authority is quite good. I think we need at least one of these pairs just dedicated to pitch, though. I'm wondering, though, if those would be the better one. So put this on roll as well, then take roll off of this one. Yeah, the yaw's going, that's because it's slightly off centre, so we're producing a slightly weird effect, but some of these Elevon 3s, those are bigger Elevon 1s. Oh, I just want to quickly look at something now. Hey, Jacob Sivertson, still open for more. We've got quite a list already. See you later, Zach Blaze. Bioticking Godzilla, hello. I just want to check. So these are the big Elevons. Actuator speed 40 degrees per second. And these down here are the Elevon 3s. And the Elevon 3s have an actuator speed of 30 degrees per second. So these are we going 40 degrees per second, these are we going 30 degrees per second, and we want them to both hit at the same time. So this is going to need... oh, Christ. Put these up to 16. Quick bit of maths in my head. Put this down to 12. And that should be... tail fin shouldn't matter. Okay. So what you're trying to do there is have all our control surfaces which are doing lift, when they start to deflect, they'll reach their maximum deflection at the same time. Our control surfaces doing roll, when they deflect, they'll reach their maximum deflection at the same time. If that's not happening, then it means you can get the same turning force more quickly if you just sort of like just equalize those two variables, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So that's the first thing I'm doing with the control surfaces. Is that a control surface? That is a control surface. And that again is an Elevon 4. Again, that is a... It's a little too far forward for... Again, we're going to bring this down to 12 for reasons I've just mentioned. It is a little far forward for pitch. That's just going to drag. Yeah, I'm just going to get that on roll. Okay. So we've got these two specialised for roll. These down here specialised for pitch. The thing I was just saying with the yaw axis, these are the only two control surfaces that do yaw, and they're sort of part of a symmetrical pair, so that doesn't really matter for that. Gabe Rubin! Can I re-explain what the whole thing about the control surface is? You've got two control surfaces. Both are involved in pitch. One takes 10 seconds to reach its maximum deflection. The other takes 20 seconds to reach its maximum deflection. Let's say at full deflection they're roughly contributing the same amount to the turning force. No. Start over, Smith. That was badly explained. Let's say you have two control surfaces, both affect pitch. Both have about the same amount of wing area, but at the same deflection, each would have about the same amount of effect on the turning rate of the craft. The thing is, one's taking 20 seconds to reach its maximum deflection because it's set for twice as much deflection as the one that takes 10 seconds to reach its maximum deflection, hence why one takes 20, one takes 10. With me so far? What that means is it's going to take 20 seconds to reach its full turning power. At 10 seconds, oh god, I can't do the maths. Yeah, 10 seconds you're going to have 2/3 of its turning power. And then one of them's going to stop because it's at its maximum deflection, the other one's going to carry on, and so, yeah. In that situation, if you set them both so that they both reach their, if you adjust the amount they deflect, so that they're both sort of in the middle of the amount of deflect, they both sort of deflect the average amount of their previous settings, then it's going to take you 15 seconds to get that maximum turning force. And I think it should be, yeah, there's no point at which you are worse off for the amount of turning force produced. There are places in the curve where you are better off, and it means that the control surfaces that previously were deflecting and took 20 seconds are now much more responsive. Yeah. It's kind of... It's sort of more efficient. I mean, I know the control surfaces which only take 10 seconds to deflect, they would become less responsive. But assuming, you know, you don't have turning power just to throw away, then you'll want them to do that. It also helps sort of keep the craft stable. It's doing what the AI wants it to do. Camtech, hello. Thank you very much for Saturday, Camtech. That was. Oh, that reminds me. Yes, I need to do the old rattling the tin, don't I? Yes. So, who do we have? We had Adam and Ben in that Flight Listed Ghosty. Super Chat is enabled if you'd like to help support the channel that way, or if you'd like to help support the channel any other way, there are links to the PayPal and Patreon in the description. You too can get your own little Patreon Kerbal like Ghosty Kerman, access to the Patreon-only Discord, in the name at the end of videos, and no Cameron. No. Please don't try to kill Smith now. It's a bad Cameron. A bad Cameron. I don't know what's going on here now. What else could we look at? What else could we look at? Let's look at the setup of the weapons. Are these all just default? These are all just default, yeah. Ideally, you don't want to be firing off your AMRAMs, your Sidewinders, from too far away. They are a close-in, sort of short-range missile. I think the AI will automatically prefer them in many circumstances. I'm just adjusting the range. Why are you wobbling about the place? Which one is this? Is this one I'm adjusting? Yes, that one is adjusting. No, let's adjust this one. And I shall tell you why. I shall show you why in a second. So what we're going to do is adjust that. I'm going to strip the other Sidewinders off the craft. Okay. 4.5, I think engage range minimum. I think we're going to be wanting to go about 1,000. It's a bit rough and ready doing it with these, but there's no way to actually manually input text. Guns. Guns. There's no real point firing them further away than 1.5 kilometers. You might get a lucky hit, but otherwise you're just going to be overheating your guns. Apologise for the baby noises outside. AMRAMs. These are not too manoeuvrable, I think, really. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set these with a minimum range of 2.5 kilometers. Selection priority 1. Selection priority 0. Selection priority 0. Actually, I'm going to bring this down. No, let's leave it as is. Let's put this up to 3.5 kilometers. If it has AMRAMs, I want it to be getting rid of AMRAMs. So I'm going to put this selection priority, because they're big, they're heavy. That's sort of the further out missile. This is going to be selection priority 1. So in the if the Sidewinder range and the AMRAM range are overlapping, I'll bring you down to 4,000. Maybe bring you down to 3. If the Sidewinder range and the AMRAM range are overlapping, we want them to use the AMRAMs just to get rid of them. Then again, and also if the Sidewinders and the guns are overlapping, we want the AI to use the Sidewinders, because at that point that's like 1 to 1.5 kilometers, guns aren't going to be particularly accurate. But if we don't have any sidewinders, then guns are better than nothing. Similarly, for the overlap in range between the AMRAAMs and the sidewinders, 4.5 kilometers is a bit far out for sidewinders. But if sidewinders are all we've got, it's better than nothing. So we're going to use those. We could, of course, build the priorities the other way round and then adjust the ranges to suit so that we get similar effects. But I'm not gonna. It's been a long day. My mind's fried enough already. I'm not going to sort of work back through that. There is another way to do it, such that you put the guns on the highest priority and the AMRAAMs on the lowest priority, and then adjust the ranges. And there are justifications and ways of doing it that way around. But as I said, I'm not going to go into it right now. There was something else. How are these countermeasures looking? We've got one pair of chaff dispensers, 2 pairs of flare dispensers. That did fine. Yeah. Thank you very, very much, Camtech. That is, you are just stop it now. Stop it now. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much for the support you've shown to the channel over the last few days. That is just incredible. Hello, Ghosty, by the way. Hello, Action. Sorry, I've missed some people coming in here. Yeah. That is an absolutely superb donation, beyond like 95% of the donations I get, but I'm kind of a bit numbed to it after Saturday. Thank you so much, Cameron. That is amazing. What else am I doing? I am. So this is the missile I've done, and that should be in the missile pair there. Yes. Okay. Hello, Astrocat. How do you feel that 6th gen tornadoes are being experimented? How do I feel that they're being experimented on? It's cruel. No more experimenting on aircraft. In their labs, having all those cosmetics tried on them. I think it's. I can't wait to see what comes out of it. It's going to be an extremely exciting time for aerospace. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the outermost missile and then I'm copying that and going inwards. This should, if I've done it correctly, it should fire the missile you put on the craft first. So the missiles on the outside are being fired and then sort of it's going in. That's lowering the craft's. It's called the moment of inertia, because you've got mass. Mass is a measure basically of how hard it is to push something and get it moving. Moment of inertia is sort of, it's like mass, but it's for spinning. It's a measure of how hard it is to get something spinning, or actually to stop it spinning. Same with mass and just pushing it in a linear direction. So, oh god, I didn't have symmetry on. So, if you've got something with mass towards the outside, that will have a lot of mass towards the outside. That will have a higher moment of inertia than something of the same overall mass, but with that mass sort of concentrated more towards the middle, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So it just means it should be easier to roll. This craft does have a little bit. I'd like it to be a little bit more sensitive in the roll, just sort of when you're manually controlling it. What's that? That's the weapon manager. Firing interval 2. I'm not going to worry too much about any of that stuff. Guns range, we've tweaked that in the actual thing. Missiles per target. I'm not going to be too bothered about this. Altitudes. Yep, that looks like that's had someone have a go at that. Min combat speed 100 is fine. Idle speed 200. Fair enough. Control authority limits. I'm not going to get involved with that. Extend toggle disabled. Yeah, as long as the extend toggle is disabled, I'm not going to get involved with that really. It's sort of altitudes and making sure the extend toggle is disabled. That's sort of the level of where this thing is going. Ghosty, go back and watch the VOD. Starts about an hour in. You want to watch it from about an hour in. Actually, let's see if I can find it. Yeah, Saturday's live stream. Where are we? Oh, that's not happy with me. Oh, that really is suddenly not very happy with me. Okay, back to this then. I've still got the sodding ladder in the background. Ah. Oh, no. Let me see if I can find out exactly when it happened. Wait for it. Yeah, you want about an hour, 1 hour, 4 minutes and 30 seconds. No, 1 hour, 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Start watching from there, or then, and all will become clear. Okay, I think we're just nibbling around the edges here. I think that's all we're doing. I mean, yeah, Ghosty Kerman. Ideally, we want to tune it, but that's for the moment I just use the auto tune, and that's going to take us a few minutes. So I think we'll just see how it does with its original tune in a does it with its original tune in a fight. But as I said, there's not much room for not too much room for improvement on this. It was performing very well. I mean, short of actually stripping stuff out and starting it again, I'm just there's this tweak and that tweak that I'm doing, but there's nothing. As someone said, I can't remember who said it. I'm very sorry. It's tuning and tweaks really, and this is kind of supposed to be. So we'll stick this into a fight. He's got a Kerbal. See you later, Gabe Rubin. He has a Kerbal. And I will show you him in a second because he's next on the list. Oop, I've gone too far. Remember your alphabet, Smith. You've only known it since you were about 4, so you know, 4 or 5. GT Kerman. That is Cameron's Kerbal. Because I ask people what they want. I ask patrons what they want to name their Kerbals. Within reason, of course. And yeah, if it's something different than their actual name or their YouTube name or their Discord name, then that's Well, as I said, within reason, it's fine. Get yours now. Generally, not specifically you. Just come on, Mima, cough up. No, I meant generally you, as in the collective. Let's start the competition. I need to shut up now. Just stop digging yourself into a hole. So what have we done on this? We've reduced the authority on a lot of the control surfaces and we've synchronized them. This will reduce the overall authority they have. To counter that, we've moved the mass closer, sorry, the center of blade closer to the center of mass to compensate for that. I don't think I'm not seeing any immediate tuning difficulties here. It is looking a little bit wobbly in some situations. Yep, there goes the other one. There's the two AMRAMs away. Going for the sidewinders now, within range. It's another one, I don't think. Again. Oh, having to dodge. Oh! The Lynx gets guns on it. That was kind of a lucky shot. The Raptor does manage to get guns onto the Lynx, I think. The Lynx needs a bit of tuning. The Lynx needs a bit of tuning, and it's a little unstable because it's got all its remaining missiles on one side. But I think with the tweaks, I think that is an improvement. Oh! Yeah. So it can line up a shot. It's a little more squirrely in lining up the shot than I would have liked. As I said, does need retuning. Was I right to put these on roll and not these? Because that was doing okay. Design questions for later, I think. Could do with, as I said, we'll need a bit of a retune because a lot's been adjusted. But I'm happy to call that done. No, this is not Fighter Subscriber legal. It is too sandwichy for Fighter Subscriber. You know, because wing surface, you know, the amount of wing surface you have versus your actual whole wing surface area, you can just cram more into your craft like that, and you're just making it a smaller and a smaller target, which is just, you know, beyond a certain point, it's just taking the piss. And you know, I mean, there are sort of allowances in the Fighter Subscriber rules, but generally, if you want that much wing surface, you're going to have to make your plane a bigger target than that. So no, but as you know, for a craft I've been sent in, that is, I think that's all the tunes and tweaks I want to do with it. I think within the context of this live stream, of what I'm sort of aiming for with this live stream, I think that I've got that as far as I want to go. So what's another craft I've been spent? Another craft I've been spent? That doesn't even make sense. Mima sent me this, the Manta Rajo. AM120Ds become measure if you install KTEC? I have no idea. Right. Oh, this looks interesting. This does look interesting. Who's next on the subscriber Kerbal, the patron Kerbal list? Josh! This one is probably going to go to FAS. Ah! I don't know about Kate. I might have to have a look at that. What's this? Okay, that wouldn't be. That's basically, if I received that, I would just take that and adjust it myself. But that the ECM jammer just has to be attached as a normal part. You just pick it, click. Maybe a little bit of clipping, but doing it in like that, I'm not. Minor thing, wouldn't really have a major effect on anything. Ooh. Chaff. 1, 2, let's make 2 switch mode on the engines. I'm scared of scraping those vertical stabilizers on the oh, nuts. Are these set up correctly? Yes, these are both done for roll. Oh, there's no actual rear ailerons. Interesting. I could probably put the landing gear in, couldn't I? Genius that I am. I'm not sure if the difficulty turning I'm having is just due to the 20 degree. Oh, I didn't look at the gimbal limit on the gimbal limit of about 20 degrees is good. I should be able to bleed off a little bit more speed than this just through turning. I think that might be a center of lift, center of mass thing. Yeah. Roll authority looks good. Pitch authority looks good. Your authority doesn't look terrific, but I mean it's keeping it stable. Yeah, so no great complaints there. Let's get it into the spaceplane hangar and see what we can do. This thing looks like an A10 tried to be an SU-40. Oh, nice. Let's take a look. It does, yeah, I see what you mean about the A10 look. With how little speed it was bleeding off, I mean, we could definitely. Oh, that's the other thing I didn't do, wasn't it? I didn't look at the fuel load. I'm assuming this is the only fuel in the. Yeah, it's not making a massive difference. Centre of mass is being pulled about a little bit vertically. No, I'm not going to worry too much about that. These are on yaw only. only. These are just on pitch. These are just on roll. Yeah. I reckon you could get away with a couple more degrees. Let's whack that up to 12 and see how we do with that. I reckon let's shift this wing forward a bit. Let's get the centre of lift a little closer to the centre of mass. Oh, that's doing quite a lot actually. Huh. It's also, I mean, it's moving the centre of mass quite a lot. Where was it? I've forgotten where it was. Oh, me and my comically deficient short-term memory. That's roughly half the distance between the centre of mass and the centre of lift. Actuation toggles, your pitch roll. What are these set to, by the way? Authority limit at 8 degrees, that's fine with a pair of, you know, dual thingamajiggies, yeah, dual rudders that size. My one worry about that, oh, I see, you've got 50. Oh, you've got fuel tanks going all the way through. A lot of those fuel tanks don't seem to be doing anything. I mean, that I can kind of, if I describe wise, I'd sort of let you get away with. Seems a bit weird, but just sticking something in the tail connector there, I'm not going to be too worried about. Yeah, I assume this is all sort of, there's been an attempt to get it so that its dry centre of mass is about the same as its normal fuel loadout centre of mass. It would, but I mean, as I try to work as much as possible with what I've been given. Why has that gone back to, oh, because yeah. Because I basically reset everything, didn't I? I mean, at a pinch, one thing I did like in, is it Ferrum Aerospace or Realism Overhaul, one of those mods, it basically gives you the option to not just pick one of these yes or no, like that sort of Boolean variable. It allows you to sort of like choose how much sort of that control axis affects the actual control surfaces, which I'd be tempted maybe to put a little bit of pitch in that case on these on these outward elevons, because they're sort of in front of the center of mass. But I probably would have done something similar with the previous craft if that was an option, but since it's one or the other, I think I'm just going to leave it. And as I said, center of lift closer to the center of mass, that should be fine. Where's the those are in the way. Where's weapon manager and AI? Where's the weapon manager and the AI? Mima? Hello, Smith. Sorry. We're full to the brim with crafts submitted for today. Sorry. Where's have I missed something? Countermeasures. You've got chaff defense dispensers. You've got flare dispensers. Am I being blind? I can't see. I can't see the. Actually, sometimes you need to go through in both directions to actually properly see it. I might be blind, but I cannot see. What's that? That's just wing. I cannot see the weapon manager or AI. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, I could make it longer. I think the thing is, I mean, that was on 8. I had an authority limiter of 8. I mean, 10 is... I put it up to 12, didn't I, last time? I can put that down again, but 12 is pretty good. Twelve, I think, is good enough. I think it's like BDA plus is 1.5.1.2 at the moment. So yeah, I do like the aesthetics of this craft as well. It's Thomas Hutchinson, hello to you. Just going to do this again because I forgot to do it. No weapon manager found. No AI found on vessel. That would explain it. I just got back from Croatia. Yeah. BDA Plus is just the latest version of BD Armory for Runway Project. Let's try and chuck it as close as we can to the current centre of mass. So we will put one of you there and put the other one of you there. Right. So let's just go see how that's affected the performance. Mischievous one has acquired the MacGuffin. Yeah, I mean, if you make the craft longer, but with the same sort of effective wing area and mass, then what will happen is the oh, I see what you've done with the air brakes there. That is quite cool. Oh god, what was I saying? Yeah, you can get the same turning force, same turning leverage if with less deflection on the elevators if they're further back from the center of mass, which means you get less drag, which means you sort of maintain more speed, but it can be marginal. And I mean, 12 degrees, I think that's I'm not that fussed. Oh, I've got to do. I've got to remember to do this next time I go into the spaceplane hangar. Right. Okay, yeah, that can turn better. And I mean, it's 12 degrees. It's not that bad. All these set up for 10 degrees on the roll. It's I might be looking for a little bit more responsiveness in the roll, but I mean 10 degrees is good. It means, you know, it's yeah, just caught a little bit with this stability there. Yeah, I mean, that is able, previously sort of doing circular turns, this thing could not bring its speed below 200 meters per second. It's got some, it's pulling some quite high angle of attack, I mean, without starting to slap. Without really slapping a ton more wing surface on it. I'm not sure that's too much. And to be quite honest, I think in a combat situation it shouldn't be necessary. This craft don't spend the entire fight doing this. As we said, that's set to 20 degrees. Sorry, not 20 degrees, 20% on the engine gimbal. Okay, that's going to be better. And we're out of fuel. Nice. Can I put this down on the runway? Oh god. Oh god, it's not looking good. Not looking promising. Not looking promising. Oh, yes. Get some. Okay, I think we'll stick this into a quick fight. Missiles per target at 3. Which is splitting levels don't provide good drag. I still do it to imitate flaps and it looks cool. Yeah, can do, yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean, Arpato, but I think we have to sort of leave that advice for me, where I try to work within the context of what I'm given. I'm without altering sort of the aesthetic or the basics of the craft. I'm just sort of trying to tweak and tune, and where necessary, pull this in this direction or that in that direction. But I think sort of, see what I mean, because we can add another fuselage section there and add a bit more wing down the side and just bring the engines sort of back a bit, stretch that part of the craft. But I think I'm going to leave that to Mima to decide if that's the sort of direction he wants to go in with his craft. In the meantime, let's just see how this gets on in a simple dogfight. Yes, this hasn't been set up at all, has it? Missiles per target. Huh. Yeah, some of these defaults have changed a fair bit. 3 missiles per target. Okay, fair enough. Well, I mean, 3 missiles per target isn't the most horrific thing I've ever seen in terms of spam RAM. Oh, we're just over the halfway mark. So, yes, at this point I'd like to rattle the tin again. Super Chat is enabled if you'd like to help support the channel that way. Thank you very much for your donation so far, Cameron. Or if you'd like to help support the channel any other way, there are links to the PayPal and the Patreon in the description, if I can get the sodding words out. Yes, you too can get your own little patron Kerbal, access to the patron-only Discord, your name at the end of the videos, blah, 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 blah. Quick save, let's get a competition going. Let's see how this does in a simple fight. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. Yeah, that was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. Thank you so much again, Cameron. That was absolutely amazing. That is a respectable turn rate. It's squirrely. It's gonna need tuning, but oh, it just committed suicide. Okay. Right, okay, first things first. Let's get the switch mode in there. I suppose we may as well start tuning, start doing stuff with the weaponry. Do what I did last time. Let's take these off. Yeah. What are we going to do? What was I looking at? Engage range, min... What was I looking at? Drop time. Drop time 2. Okay, you haven't used the trick I was advocating for the other day, have you? No. These are in symmetrical pairs, so I think we're going to need to drop this down a bit. Let's get this down as low as possible. Yeah, let's drop it to 0. Minimum engage range, we'll do the same thing we did last time. Have it on about 3.5. Get these engage range min. Oh, I see, you've sort of set them up yourself. 200's a little close. I'll leave your own little setup there, which I think will bring this down, so it's got a little bit of an overlap. Was I doing that to that one? I should have been doing that to that one. Should have been doing it to the outer one. And decouple speed, that's the other thing, decouple speed. Decouple speed is 10. Yeah. So, yeah, engage range min, let's go for about 1,000. And we've brought that down so there's a little, maybe a little bit more of an overlap than that. If that's how you want to set up your weapons, that's fine, or if maybe you want to sort of copy what I did earlier. But I'm engage range min, engage range max. Again, I think bring that down to about 1.5. But I'm not going to tweak it too much. If you think that sort of will work for you, then that's fine. Again, starting on the outside. Oh, didn't mean to do that. And we're going to need symmetry. Something to do. Oops, a daisy. Let's just do that again. Do that all over again. Okay. What's the default tune nowadays? That's not bad. Yeah. I think we'll just stick with that for the moment. I'll have a look at that in a bit, Cameron, but as I was saying about sort of, if there's a problem that's really, really, really fundamental to the design, I think that's, because what's happening with these? These are sort of, those angled down. Yeah, I think that might have, yeah, I think that's probably producing a sort of a nose down moment on the craft. I'll have a look at that in a bit. You see, this is why we're doing it as a live stream, so that everybody gets to contribute. And let's whip out the links again. Is that what I'm calling it nowadays? Let's not start that. No, it'd be Ion and Josh. Or have I done Josh already? I can't remember. Should have been Ion and Josh. We'll do Josh a bit later. Let's switch, get rid of vessel mover, separate teams, quick save, start the competition. Fighter race, hello! We can get rid of that now. That annoying bug where it would almost but not quite get to the distance it needed to start the fight has been sorted, which is nice. So it should... Oh, I didn't put missiles per target up to 3, did I? Oopsie-daisy. Yeah, you see it's fired them from the wings first. So almost immediately this craft will now have more roll authority. Okay. I enjoyed that. No remorse. Yeah. I think the other thing to note is sort of the stuff I'm doing here is It's not supposed to be, I'm delivering a final perfect aircraft. It's sort of like, here's how you can improve it. I want to see that again. Let's start the competition. Guard menu. So when we go back into the spaceline, hang on, I need to remember to set this as the default. Let's look at the AI actually. Altitude, that's not bad. Terrain, energy. Yeah, turn off the extend toggle. Okay, that's two things we can do. Yep, both from the ones from the wings gone. It would also mean if you have an imbalance of missiles, that it's likely to be caused by missiles close to the centre, which isn't going to have as much of an imbalancing effect on your craft overall. Oh, some of those came very close. Now we're going to turn around. We're not close enough for the sidewinders. Oh, some of those came close. My Lynx does manage to dodge it this time. Over the top. Yeah, it does need a bit of tuning. You might want to just, ooh. I still love that one just previously. Just gave my Lynx just a missile to the face. Alston Civils, hello to you. How are we doing on time? 20 minutes, so we've got about 40 minutes left. So let's go back to the that craft. I'll try. Have I downloaded the Fireburb? I don't think I have. I will download that now, just to make sure we've got it, and we'll take a quick look at that. I'm not sure if I'm going to have time to fit like proper 3 in completely. So, yeah. Oh, it's on the top, isn't it? No, it's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. I am a freaking genius. First super hypersonic. Ooh, nice. That's the one we want. So yeah, first thing, weapon manager, missiles per target. We want that set to 3, autopilot, altitude, terrain avoidance. I think that might be something to do with the PID control. I think, yeah, but sort of as a maximum I'd want that at about 150, so I'll just leave that on the 150. This center of mass, center of thrust, it's not too far off. because these nacelles are angled down, and then at the end of them the engines are just tweaked so they're angled straight back. Yeah, so maybe a slight pitching down. I'm not too worried about that though. Huh. Countermeasures. It's the default countermeasure settings aren't horrific. I'm not going to worry about that. Target priority, no. Firing angle 1.4. Firing burst length. Yeah. As I said, not going to worry horrifically about those. I think we've sort of fixed the main issues with this craft. It's on console. Can you actually export the craft you make on console? I'm out of juice. Is that an IPv3? Is what an IPv3? What? No, it's an Aspire Flexus. So what I'm going to do now. Legacy. Weapon manager. There, and a AI. There, and just leave everything to its defaults. And what was I saying? Yeah, I think I meant to do Josh. And I swear I've got Josh out. I can't remember. We'll get Josh out anyway. Direct messages. What's going on there? I think we'll do the more traditional test of have I improved this craft. Yeah. Again, my short-term memory is absolutely terrible, so I just generally am just keep wondering out loud if I've already done this or not. And let's get the improved version. We'll see. And we'll just do a quick 1v1. I do want to take a bit of a look at the Fireburb if we can. So let's get you over there. Yep. Take a look at that in a second. I do. Just going back to that, yeah, the A10. The A10, look, it does look nice though, doesn't it? It's a good looking craft. Just the hint of the A10. Stop rabbiting on Smith, let's just get the competition going. Quickly go back to the chat window. I've got an optical drive. Yeah, this is the one we kind of want to stick with. I'm going to stop my craft from rolling back and forth. That's streaming on Twitch. I need to do something with my Twitch channel. I'm just not sure what yet. I will be sort of having a think about that. Because yeah, I don't think the other one's gotten its second volley of missiles away yet. Oh, there comes the missile. There goes the missile. Letting it get onto your tail, matey boy. That should not be a problem with the amount of manoeuvrability I've given you, though. Are you extending? I forgot to turn the extend toggle off again, didn't I? That's the other thing. Oh, bugger. I'm going to rerun that with the extend toggle off. Back and forth. Turn down the authority on your ailerons. It's taking them too long to travel to correct themselves. Let's just correct that straight off the bat. And let's do this again. Oh, let's dig it again. I so need to get like a new pair of these, or just see if I can. Why not just get onto Amazon and see if they'll actually send me a new one, because it's technically within the warranty period. Either that, or it's a fresh layer of duct tape. Round we go. One away, two away, three away. I think that is a big bit of advice I would give to anyone. Turn your extend toggle off. Right, yeah, where's it gone? It's not quite able to line up its shot. I'm sure that's... should be able to tune most of that out, but it really is having a little bit of difficulty lining up that shot. There we go. See if we can give it a bit more of the... a little bit more steer down thing. That looks like it hurt. And this course, I think it just did the thing where it sort of strips it of missiles. Oh, that is, yeah. That's getting painful. Needs a bit more of a tune, but I think we can safely say the new version's better than the old version. Come on. Is it pulling that shot behind a bit? Just peppering it, isn't it? Needs a little bit more. That did it. Yeah. He's not looking so hot anymore. Oh, and this thing runs out of fuel just as that one crashes into the ground. Glorious. Okay. I downloaded the latest version because it's no longer 1.5.0.0, it's 1.5.1.2. So yeah, that's what I had to do to ooh. Ah, I see. Well, that's yeah. Well, this, as I said, will need a bit of a tune anyway. But then, yeah, suggestions for you to be getting on with there, Mima. I hope that has been constructive. No AI found on vessel. That's because there's no vessel. Oh, you can't see that. My face is over it. Yeah, this is what greeted me when I loaded up the space plane. Loaded up the old splanger. Oh God, I am tired. It has been a long day. Up and up and up we go. I think I'd put the minimum combat speed a little bit higher than that. What was I about to do? Yes. Off. Yeah. Okay. I think that's looking good. I mean, the problem with doing this stream is basically, like, I could spend 10 to 20 minutes sorting out the big things, and then another like half an hour just tweaking some of the stuff that's on the next list, and then an hour doing some of the minor tweaks, and then like another 3 hours just making sure everything's absolutely perfect. But I think that's good. I think that's good. And basically what I mean by when I say in the rules it's got to be attached like a normal part, I mean like stick it on like that. I mean, I might excuse a little bit of clipping, especially just to stop it interfering with those AMRAAMs. Probably let you get away with that. There we go. Yeah. But I think we can move on. How do you drop multiple bombs at the same time? Someone get me back into mailbag, please. Hello, Aramo, by the way. Well, you just have to keep either left clicking. The other thing is you can set up a hotkey. Just let me show you quickly. Action groups, let's say 6, click on your weapon manager, that's the AI. Click on your weapon manager, fire missile. Missile also counts for bombs, so if I was then to go and save that, that 6 would fire any missile or bomb I have selected, and you can actually press it quite quickly, and that will allow you to drop bombs much more quickly than you could with save and continue. Yeah, that would allow you to drop bombs much more quickly than you would be able to just by sort of left clicking the mouse. Someone get me back into mailbag, please. What do we do? Fireburb. Let's take a quick look at the Fireburb. I did Fireburb 2, Ghost of Kiev. So my plane doesn't do anything. Wondering what's the green light, but you've got, I see you've got yellow and blue lights on the thing there. That's quite cool. Procedural wing with the control surface. Procedural wing, that's the control surface. That's just a procedural wing. That's the control surface, and this is all moving. Okay. So, the patron Kerbal I know has not gone so far is Yosemite Kerman. That is J Cal. I don't know why I clicked save. That's not what I meant to do. Do that. See how this flies. I mean, I can only roll and etc. Huh. Steak! Hello! On break right now. Well, enjoy your break. Oh, Ripple. Ripple does that. Where is Ripple? It used to be up here. I see. And then you go aim 9. Well, you learn something new every day. That would have been handy for the bomber video. Never mind. It was probably good to retain some control because I needed to do it over a definite area. Right. Anything in any of these action groups? No. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna get one. Whose landing gear are quite close together? Oh, it's a fast boy. Okay. Roll authority's good. That's pretty good. Pretty stable in the barrel roll. Not sure I'm too keen on these doing pitch. Yeah, I think if anything they were just hindering you. Oh! Well, that was short but sweet. I mean, it seems to be a pretty well set up plane. Has it had any form of tuning put on it? It looks like it's been. Looks like someone's taken the time to put some form of tuning on it. Can I get to the runway? Can I get to the runway? Come on. Come on. Oh, my GPU is ramping up. I don't know why it's doing that. It's not particularly hot in here. Come on, come on. Oh, damn it. Made it down very nearly almost in one piece. No, I don't think I'm going to let. I don't think I'm going to allow. Don't think I'm going to allow RCS in the competition. Yeah, these. Yeah, I mean you can do these in the ones for all. Not going to get a huge amount, but I mean it might be worth doing. Ooh, authority limits. Let's get this down to 15 tops. Everything down to 15 tops. And yeah, I think I'm going to try just doing basic specializations for all the control surfaces to start with. That's really just having these so close together is just, it's just something about that is bugging me. Something about that is just bugging me. So for no reason other than personal preference, I'm going to move those. You know what, screw it. Not something I'm saying you have to do. Just saying it's something I would do. Let's... Wrong one. Again, not saying it's something you have to do, just saying it's something I would do. Damn it. I'm already just getting sidetracked with things which aren't really that necessary. My apologies. Just trying to make this look a little... Oh, for God's sake, come here, you little swine. Lift you up. That could stand to come up a touch. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, fuck. Oh, screw it. I'll just correct it as I go. What else were we doing? Oh, 4 Vulcans, nice. Let's lift this. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, let's lift this up. That's better. Excuse me whilst I just piss about doing absolutely sod all. As I said, we have PID controllers. Speed are looking max speed, min combat speed. I'd up that a little bit. I think if it's anything you've obviously set yourself, I'm a little reluctant to poke about with it, but I think I'd up the min combat speed a fair amount. Energy. Let's turn off the let's turn off the extend toggle. Evasion distance, you've lowered some of these. Yeah, I didn't get into it last time. Anything which is going to distract your craft, basically. Anything that's going to mean your craft is not just doing anything other than engaging the enemy you want to keep to a minimum. So I would minimum evasion time. What's the bare minimum? It was on 0.2. It's going to take like 0.2 seconds as a minimum when it tries to evade an enemy. 0.1 is probably, well, The less time it does it, the better, really. But I think one's probably a sensible compromise. Extend, yeah, we don't want it to spend any time really extending terrain. Altitudes. Maybe trim this down a little bit. 150's good. And again, something else I have learned today. What the hell is that? A-wing engines. Yeah, I kept clicking on random stuff over there. Let's get rid of that. Don't need that. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty maneuverable. I mean, I think it's just those wings are actually giving it a decent amount of lift. So let's move those a little further forward. Let's at least get, yeah, it's sort of half embedded like that. So what have we done? We have, yeah, we just did those, we just did those and those. Missiles, how are these set up? Is it just the yeah, it's all the defaults there. We'll worry about that in a second. I just want to take it up and see how it performs again. I don't think NSI is on the mod list. Nope, not on the mod list, so no. My apologies. Colin Gorlick, hello to you. Sorry, I didn't notice you'd come in there. How we did 24 likes. Thank you very much, everybody. I forgot to do. I'm solid. I'll remember to do that when we get back into the. Oh. Probably won't remember to do that when we get back into the space bin hangar, but that's something for another day, really. Right. I mean, this. Oh, that's. Yeah, I'd be tempted to take these off of roll. Let's slow this down a bit, actually. Slow this down. How much roll authority do we have there? A reasonable amount. I mean, it's getting ridiculously fast. It's wanting to roll to the right. What's causing that? It's one of those annoying things. There's probably just some tiny little thing. I'm just watching these to see how. Yeah, there's a bit of a centre of mass, centre of lift thing going on there, but it's not horrific. Actually, I might be tempted to turn the I didn't turn the roll off, did I? No, I turned it back on. No, yeah, 20 degrees I think should be fine. Second time's the charm. So guard menu, okay. Oh, come on. Down you come. Oh, it's a little bit wobbly, it's a little bit wobbly, it's a little bit wobbly, but it's fine. Oh. Third time's the charm and fourth time's the harm. I like that. I like that a lot. Oh god, I am tired. This is probably the wrong stream to do when you're feeling knackered, because there's probably a ton of stuff I'm missing out. There's probably a ton of more stuff I could have gone into if I'd been feeling a little bit more energetic. I hope it has been useful nonetheless. Right. There you go, 20. So they're both down to 20. What's the other thing I was going to do? I don't really need to do this anymore because I don't think we're going to be... I'm going to have to end the stream now. Yeah, so just some basic configuration stuff. I said if I had more time, I'd go through, I'd do what I've done with the missiles. Yeah. We've turned down the authority on all the control surfaces. We've specialised them. We've moved the centre of mass closer to the centre of lift. It's been pretty basic stuff for this one. We'll just keep Yosemite. He's a new patron Kerbal. I'm sure it doesn't matter if we give him a bit more flight time. Was there something else? I'm sure it's all good. Rato Jato, I have not. I think in space and Kerbal Space Program, I think if you know what you're doing with the craft, it's got to be something pretty impressive before it's not able to take off on the runway length as it is, without something sort of being quite badly wrong, or if you made something really huge, I suppose. We have people making an Arsenal bird, and that kind of could take off sort of within a runway's length. I'm sure if you wanted to, you could make a craft big enough that it required it. So we're just going to do the standard thing. Two of these up against each other. What the hell am I looking for? Fireburb. Oh, remember to get some sleep next time before you do one of these streams. Takes all my... Oh yeah, if all you want to do is just make your takeoff that much more impressive, then yeah. I'm setting it up precisely again, aren't I? Right. Yes. Get rid of vessel mover. Put these on different teams. Let's see what this has done to these respective craft. Jesus, they takes off quickly. I'm not sure what that's doing. That seems like something with the speed settings, but I haven't touched the speed settings. Around 2 missiles away. So if I had 1 AMRAM and 1 Sidewinder. Yeah, is that still that little bit of squirreliness, isn't there? Oh, and it worked! It kind of worked! No, it didn't. No, it really didn't. Oh, that was a little bit of instability there. We'll give that one more go. Ah. Sorry, gotta just send a note to Ghosty. Let's try that again. What's it doing with the speeds thing? Idle speed is 200. What are you doing? Why is the other craft not doing it? I haven't touched the speeds. Energy? Is there something I did in there? Because it's got a fairly off-center load. I don't think it's getting rid of, yeah. If we could just jettison that, that would be superbly helpful. That... Oh, there it goes with a couple of AMRAMs! Oh no, Sidewinders. No, it did launch one of the AMRAMs at it. Oh. Yeah, annoyingly, we never saw these actually get into gun combat, but they are set up very interestingly from the missile side of things. Throttle limiter. Thrust limit. I meant to put the gimbal limit down to 20 degrees. Oh, for goodness sake, let's do that one more time. Did I do the wrong thing? Michael DK, hello, it's just P-Wings. Is it P-Wings plus P-Wings extended? Something like that, let me just find out. P. Where are they? Procedural wings. Yes, B9 procedural wings, but it's an altered version. What did I balls up on this then? Yeah, I did the thrust limiter to 20 instead of the gimbal limiter, didn't I? Oh no, that one did. Oh, God's sake, who knows? Hopefully I have undone my balls up here though. I'm just going to turn that down for a second. It might be something to do with the fact it's just a one-on-one fight and it's trying to find two targets. I don't know. Yeah, that's better. That's my bad. Meant to put the gimbal limit to 20 degrees, not the Now again, that was one AMRAM and one Sidewinder. Whereas this one just got rid of its Sidewinder AMRAMs first. I didn't touch... Have I touched the missile settings? Oh god, this thing has more... This craft has more things that need fixing, but I'm kind of out of time. In my attempt to improve it, I may have ballsed things up. Huh. Miss Pardon, hello. This thing's a better turner. I think that's down to the engine gimbal. I think we need to turn the engine gimbal back up. Not ideal, but I don't really have time to get it back inside the hangar, and let's put that up to 50. Because it should be, it's more inherently manoeuvrable because we have adjusted the centre of lift, centre of mass balance. We turned down the authority limits on these, but that should just be by way of, that should have been compensated for. So maybe I needed to do it more because I was turning down the engine gimbal as well. Yep, one Sidewinder, one AMRAM, both from the same side. This time two Sidewinders. I almost think sort of part of the craziness of this craft, the engine gimbal craziness, I'm almost starting to think that's part of the charm. That's almost part of the fighting method with this thing. Huh. Yeah, this thing easily wins now. And that's with much less engine gimbal on it. So I'm just going to go back in. If I had more time, I'd try and adjust the craft further and work that engine gimbal down to 20%. But I am exhausted and struggling to think straight. And yeah, my wife's going to kill me if I go on any longer. You did. You really, really did. The problem, of course, with max engine gimbal, with having engines which gimbal a lot, is that they're going to produce the same turning force no matter how slowly you're going. Your control surfaces, they're going to produce more the faster you go, but they're going to be balanced out by the stability of the aircraft, sort of proportionally, if you will. Well, maybe not exactly proportionally. Yes, probably proportionally. So it's going to be more manoeuvrable the faster you go, but it's not going to get out of hand. The thing is, if you get too slow and you've got too much engine gimbal, it's just going to start flipping all over the place. Oh god, my explanations are starting to go downhill. McLovin. Even the eyesight's going now. We are just finishing off tweaking a craft for TBCN. Wait. Yep. Gimbal limiter. Stick you down on 50. Stick you down on 50. Okay, that's working now. No, that's the wrong craft. It's the wrong craft. I need my bed. It is. My game is slowing right down as well. Right, the one I ballsed up here, let's get you down to 50. Just check, this is the one I've done all the stuff for. Yeah. As I said, they're just looking back on that last fight, there is something about the crazy out of control engine gimbalness about it, which did seem to work to its advantage. So I seem to balls it up to start with, but I think I've managed to fix it. This is engage range. I don't know why it was going for like 1 AMRAM and 1 Sidewinder for its opening volley. That's very weird. Anyway, yeah, the adjusted, I'm probably going to have to go and do stuff now around the house, so my apologies if I don't send these back to the original creator straight away. In fact, if I forget, then just give me a nudge and I'll send them to you. Yeah, as I said, I'm gonna have to stop it now. So hopefully that's a plethora of hints and tips for you, but I will have to leave the rest to you, TBCN. My apologies. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for coming along to the second ever one of these. I'm learning new stuff all the time. First of all, have a bit more energy before you start one. Thank you very much to Cameron for the kind donation through Super Chat. Thank you very much to you for watching, for sending craft in, for all the likes, 26 likes, that is great. Yeah. What's happening? Ooh, video tomorrow. Video tomorrow, watch out for that. Video on Saturday, games night stream Saturday evening, so hopefully see you for that. Do hope you've enjoyed it, everybody. I will see you soon, but until then, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you next time.